deal for my clients. You are not going to believe it. I am a magician. Just wait and see. They contacted me several months ago. We met and we talked about their needs and what they were hoping to accomplish. Their current home has 3 bedrooms and 1 bath and 1,000 square feet. Since buying the home, they have added 3 young boys to their cute little family, and mom works from home. Dad loves his big garage, the RV parking, and the additional carport. He is a car guy. He and his boys love to bond as they work together on cars. Their biggest fear in making the move was finding a place to live while they were securing the new home. We talked about a few different options. They could accept an offer and make it contingent on them finding a new home. They could make an offer contingent upon them selling their current home, or we could obtain a lease back after we sold their home so they would still be able to live there until we secured their new home. Our goal was to sell their home, buy a bigger home, and still have a home that had an oversized garage, RV parking, and a great sized yard so that those cute boys could get their energy out while running around in the backyard. We looked at their numbers to determine their current equity that they would have available to use as a down payment. We talked about paying off the wife's car to help alleviate some of their debt and live more comfortably. I referred them to a lender and he walked them through the different loan types and scenarios. If you choose, or if they chose in this scenario, a conventional loan, they would qualify for a little bit less. They would bring a little bit higher down payment, but they would avoid upfront mortgage insurance that was estimated to be around $6,500. They would have a better payment, and it would give them the option to find a home that a seller wouldn't want to accept an FHA or VA loan. I will explain a little bit more about this later in the video, but let's stay on track with the story. We reviewed their current home and came up with a list of items to repair. We focused on functionality and safety. He wanted to replace the counters and the flooring, and I told him he didn't need to do that. I guided him to focus on decluttering and storing some items to create more visual space and sight lines. As you can imagine, with 3 small boys in a 1,000 square foot home, you would start to outgrow the place. We didn't want the potential buyer to think that they were going to be bursting at the seams as well. Then we focused on cleaning and putting a fresh coat of paint in some areas. He needed to fix the doorbell, some electrical, some siding on the outside of the home, clean up the yard, and address a few other small maintenance items. We also set up a list of homes that would be sent to them daily that met their needs moving forward. As you can imagine, they got so excited about the potential new places that we ended up looking at a few homes they felt might just be a perfect match. The only problem with this is that they really needed to sell their current home so that we could have the funds to purchase the new one. This is called a contingency, and as you can imagine, it doesn't work as well in securing your new home, especially if there are multiple offers. Because if there are any competing offers that don't have a home to sell, they will always choose them unless you either overpay or can meet some other need that the competition cannot. So after several weeks, my clients completed the requested tasks and their home looked fabulous. We had amazing photos and a great video. And the very next day, we were scheduled to list their home on the market. Then it happened. We went to see a home that they felt was perfect. When we got there, it was the one. My heart was excited and breaking all at the same time. I called a listing agent and found that she already had several offers. We were not competitive with our contingency. We were crushed, but we listed their home the very next day, and miracle of all miracles, I was able to negotiate an all cash offer at the price that the sellers wanted and a 90-day rent-free lease back so that they had the time that they needed to find their new home without moving twice. Cash is king, and that also means speed as well. We closed in less than 2 weeks, and then we had the money in the bank, and we started to look at other homes, but nothing felt right. We found some great homes, but none of them gave us the feels. I decided to call and check in with the agent on the one. She assured me that things were going smoothly with the buyer that they had chosen, but she agreed to let me know if anything changed. Yesterday, I got the call that their buyers canceled. My clients had their money in the bank and underwritten pre-approval, which means that despite having 2 holidays coming up, we could close in 3 weeks versus the normal and typical 4 weeks. And this was very appealing to the seller. I was able to negotiate some additional closing costs so that the buyer could do a rate buy down. Magic. They didn't even put the house back on the market. They didn't even tell the other potential buyers that had made some great offers, all because I was willing to be kind, check in, and offer to help the listing agent and sellers solve their problems if things didn't work out with their original buyers. Now we're in the process of buying their new home. It has rooms for the kids, an office for mom, an incredible oversized garage for dad, RV parking, and a 1-car garage for mom. The yard is perfect for the kids to run around, get out their energy, and they even get to stay in the same schools, which was really important to them. Magic. Homes and people really do match. It's a thing. If you want that fairy tale story, you will want to consider allowing me to work my magic. I am Janet Marroquin with Coldwell Banker Realty, and my YouTube channel is Living in Salt Lake.